I can tell you where you wanna go.
What? Oh Jesus! No, nah, honey. No. So y'all, it is not. Oh, something's in my eye. Ow! Oh, I'm so silly in my eye. I'm back. So we're addressing some issues today, I see. So to take a break from the reaction videos, I want to come on here and I basically want to, you know, put everything in the one big video. I don't care how long it takes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. If you don't like it, go that way. If you do like it, what's up? So let's get started. Basically today, we all know what this video is about. The Nicki Minaj hate train, what's been going on. And y'all, let me know if you guys want me to do this or not. I decided to come up with this new thing where I do every Thursday. It's gonna be called Thot Talk Thursday. I came up with the name myself. And basically I'm just gonna be talking about things that have been going on the previous week before that, and you know, leading up to that Thursday, whatever's been going on, I just want to be talking about it. And just let me know if y'all, you know, if y'all ready to hear, if y'all really want to see it, comment down below. If you don't, then that's cool, that's fine, but you're not finna sit here and disrespect me. That's what you're not finna do. But let's get started with this Nicki Minaj hate train. These are just things that I have been seeing, and you know, me being a big Nicki Minaj fan, you know, yeah. So as we all know, the Nicki Minaj hate train, it kind of been going on since she first came out with the Little Kim thing, and you know, she wanted to be like Little Kim and blase, and oh, squeeze me, buttercups. So basically, what was I saying? Lord, that burp just threw me completely off. What was I saying? Lord, I'm going crazy. Oh yeah, the Little Kim Nicki Minaj. And then, you know, that's when other female rappers started coming out, and you know, everybody was like, oh my god, they about to take Nicki Minaj's spot. She's about to take Nicki Minaj's spot. She's about to take Nicki Minaj's spot. You know, Iggy Azalea got a #1. It was like, oh my god, she dethroned Nicki. Woo! Nicki's gone. Nicki's left. Nicki's, you know, she's through. You know, she says the same thing. Why is she always talking about her just her sons? And you know, the only thing she talks about is her boobies and her boob. Her boobies and her booty. There we go. And you know, here we are 10 years later. And she's still on top. So, you know, Remy Ma, which is a female rapper, had made a diss track called Sheether. It was about 7.5 minutes long, 7 minutes, whatever. And that was last year. And you know, Nicki, she replied back by, you know, saying some things and blah 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 blah. And you know, she replied back socially on social media, and you know, it caused a lot of controversy. The song went #1 on iTunes. It never even smelled the Billboard charts. Oh no, Naj, you're not here to be shady. We're not here to be shady. We're just here to give facts where facts are due. And so, you know, the song ended up getting taken down. Then Nas cleared that ether record. Nah, Nicki broke Aretha record. You know, that's where that came about. And Nicki Minaj started doing features like throughout the year of last year. Literally, she gave us a feature like almost every month. And every single month, she was taking, every feature, she was taking jabs at Remy Ma. So I was like, oh, that's how you do it. And she ended up, I think she started out with the Big Pack, No Frauds, Regretting Your Tears, and changed it. that was, what is it called, the big pack, the 3-pack, whatever, I don't know, I forgot what it was called, but you know, the song No Frauds is basically towards Remy Ma mainly, and you know, the song is doing great. A lot of people were saying it was a flop, they didn't like it. It was like, how do you put two people on a diss track? And Nicki Minaj said that she don't make diss records, she makes hits record, but she just dissed you in them. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, here we are, you know, fast forwarded to about a few months, and, you know, Cardi B, that's when Cardi B was, you know, she was on Love and Hip Hop. Everybody loved her. I still love Cardi B. I loved her back when she was on Love and Hip Hop. I didn't know who Cardi B was before. I'm not about to say her like I'm a big fan, like I knew her before Love and Hip Hop. But Love and Hip Hop, basically, you know, she kind of blew up. Everybody loved her personality. They could relate to her. And she ended up doing a single called Bodak Yellow. And I think it was from Kodak's Black song. I guess she was mimicking it. I don't know what the tea is about that. But, you know, that song was pretty big. Everybody was playing it. It was club. You can't with me if you wanted to. These expensive. These is red. But damn, I feel ashy. Woo! Okay. And, then the song ended up hitting #1 on Billboard, and Nicki Minaj was like, oh my god, congratulations girl, I'm so proud of you, like girl. And then a lot of people was like, you know, Nicki Minaj is jealous because she ain't got no #1 hit off Billboard and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, girl, who are you? You're not even you're nowhere near the billboards. So, you know, that's when the, you know, the feud started happening, and that's when Nicki and Quavo had a song going out, and, you know, Quavo was like, ooh, girl, we should put Cardi B and I guess Migos on the song. Like, that would be so freaking, like, girl, this could be all our #1 hits right here. We could just all get a #1 together. So they ended up doing that. Nicki and Cardi was on the song. And a lot of people, you know, they just made it worse. You know, I guess they thought, oh, we put Cardi and Nicki on the song, it would be so great. But I just feel like they made it worse, because then they started comparing Cardi and Nicki. It was like, this verse was better. Cardi B was spitting bars. Nicki was lame, and Nicki actually had punchlines, and she was switching up her flow. Cardi had the same flow. And I was just like, Lord, girl, for y'all to be so broke, y'all is really worried about Cardi and Nicki. Like, sis, you work a 9-to-5 job with a 30-minute break, and you get sent home 3 hours early. Like, why is you talking? So, you know, they fast forwarded. They ended up shooting a video for Motorsport, and I'm assuming Nicki couldn't make it because she was doing bigger. Nah, you're not here to be shady. She was doing other things. So, you know, Cardi and Migos fast forward, backtrack. Fans were basically saying that, you know, Nicki Minaj didn't want to be in a shoe with Cardi B and blah, 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 and this, that, and the third. And next thing you know, that's when Migos and Cardi, they never said nothing about it. And, you know, Nicki went on this hiatus, and, you know, she never really approached it. She never really said anything about it. And that's when she came back in her first interview, which I wish Nicki, I'm a great fan of Nicki. Everybody know I love Nicki. Everybody know who's watching this video, they know I love Nicki to death. But I honestly feel like she should never say nothing about Cardi, simply because it's like, you know, I just feel like she should have told them, like, don't ask me no Cardi questions, don't ask me no Remy questions, don't ask me no Kim questions. I don't want to hear nothing else about nobody. This is all about me, my album is coming out, my music. I don't want to hear nothing else about nobody. But instead, you know, they was like, you know, they brought up Cardi B, and Nicki basically said that they painted her out to be the bad guy. When is the last time you want to say bad guy to the rap gang like me? So basically, I guess Nicki was saying she was hurt because they really didn't come to the conclusion, or they didn't really come and say that, you know, like, Nicki was busy, she couldn't make the shoot when we was doing the music video. Instead, they just let it ride. They let people drag Nicki and things like that. And, you know, Nicki was upset about that. She even, you know, she shed a little tear. She shed a little tear for the girls. So, next thing you know, yeah, so apparently Motorsport, Nicki Minaj original verse had got leaked, and you know, a lot of people were saying that Nicki Minaj original verse wasn't what it was when it first came out. Like that wasn't her original verse. She had something else. Like she had a whole nother part. Like she was like, oh no, so they were trying to make it seem like she was like, oh no, Cardi B gonna be on the song? Scratch that, sis. She ain't about to outdo me on the song. But she came to conclusion. They leaked the song. It was just so crazy how it all got leaked around that time. It was just, I was like, girl, they planned that. But it got leaked, and basically only thing that she did was she had a singing part. Colorful Lambos is out, something she said, and she had a singing song. She had a singing part in the song, and she mentioned Cardi B. She was like, if Cardi B is the QB, then I'm nickeling, but you know, whatever, you know, blah 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 blah. And you know, they were trying to make it seem like it was such a big deal, like she changed her whole verse, like ooh. So next thing you know, Nicki went to Twitter and she was like, how did I change my verse? When she was basically saying Cardi B had went to Atlantic and Quavo and was like, I don't want my name in Nicki's verse. And Quavo was telling Nicki like, hey, you know, I don't like that singing part. And she said she changed the singing part and she took Cardi B's name out and she just put Quavo. And you know, which I was like, okay, sis, thanks for clearing that up. You know, I understand that, you know, this, that, and the third. And next thing you know, she was saying that she reached out to Quavo to, you know, basically let people know like, hey, sis, like, they're dragging me. Can you help me, please? They're beating my head in. And Quavo was like, nah, bruh, unless you my girl, I ain't gonna do nothing for you. You feel me? And Nicki's like, bitch, what? Bitch, what? Like, you doing too much. You doing too much right now. So Nicki said that really hurt her feelings. I understand where she was coming from, because I was like, you know, if I'm close to somebody like that and they gonna like really say some child, that's a child. That's something a child would say. And you know, fast forward, Nicki Minaj met Cardi B at the Met Gala. They both met up and they talked, and you know, this is just my opinion. I love Cardi B. Let me just say that first most. But Cardi B's demeanor is seemed kind of fake to me. I don't know. I only from the pictures. I don't know what they was talking about. I wasn't there physically to look at the whole thing. But from the pictures, her demeanor looked fake. Like, you know how you get them hugs in the club. You see the girls you don't like and they come up to you and hug you like, hey sis, like, oh Lord Jesus, let me just do this for the camera. You know, that's what I was getting off of that vibe. I was just like, you know, she just didn't look genuine. Her, you know, none of it looked genuine to me. I was like, you know, but you know, I was like, they buried it and blah 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 blah. So here we are today. And it's like still going on. People are still dragging Cardi and Nicki. And Nicki Minaj just did a song with 6ix9ine called Fifi that I did not react to. Don't ask me, am I gonna react to it? Because I'm not. I love the song. I love the video. Just not reacting to it. I'm sorry, sis. Nicki, I done got too many copyright strikes because of you. Give me my fave. But anyways, yeah. A lot of people saying she was collabing with 6ix9ine, he was a pedophile, and Nicki's down. She's desperate for a #1 hit. And I was just like, sis, when you've done as much as Nicki Minaj has done in the music industry, #1 hit don't define what you've done. Nicki Minaj could have 0 #1 hits in 20 years. Who cares? There's plenty of artists who don't have #1 hits. There's plenty of artists who don't have Grammys. That don't define their work and what they do. Like, that's just my opinion regardless. Nicki Minaj has plenty of Grammy nominations, but she's never won a Grammy. In my eyes, I think Nicki Minaj deserves at least 3 or 4 Grammys. I think she deserves a Grammy for Anaconda. I feel like she deserves a Grammy for Pills and Potions. I feel like she deserves a Grammy for Super Bass, deserves a Grammy off top. And she deserved that #1 spot for that. She Moment for Life was a very big song that she deserved. I can name plenty of songs that Nicki Minaj deserves a Grammy for. Nicki, like, they're really sleeping on her. I don't know why they're doing that. I feel like the industry is, you know, trying to drag her. Azalea Banks was just trying to drag her for Nicki wore a mermaid thing in her bed video, and Azalea Banks apparently made up mermaids. Azalea made up mermaids, y'all. I never knew that. Azalea was the one that came out with mermaids apparently, and nobody else can do it. So, you know, and I know what y'all about to say. Nicki Minaj says things a lot that people, you know, she's basically saying people copy her hair, this, that, and the third. But Nicki don't go on social media and she don't make a big deal about it. Like, OMG, y'all know that I made up long wigs. Like, Nicki knows she wasn't the originator of long wigs. She knows she wasn't the originator of a lot of things. But, you know, basically, it's like she's reviving it. And, you know, like, she see a lot of people copying her. It's like, you know, they're copying me now. But Azalea, she really went on, like, a rampage. Like, really like, on Twitter, on Instagram. Like, she's posted a picture. Nicki ain't never went that far. Like, you're just desperate. And, Cardi B just had another song to go #1. I Like It, with it has a few more people on the song, and I think she made history. Congratulations. I congratulated her. I posted it on my story. I was like, congratulations. I'm not about to sit here and be mad at Cardi B because Nicki Minaj don't have a #1 hit, but Cardi B does, and I'm not about to sit here and drag Cardi because she has a #1 hit. Like, she does what she has to do. A lot of people are saying she discounted the song. She uses payola to do this and do that and the third. And I'm like, sis, until I get in the game and I'm making as much money as anybody does, I don't have no room to talk. A lot of things that I want to comment on, like, I see it on Instagram and people just talking so dumb. And I just really, I be wanting to comment, but I'm like, nah, is it worth it? Is it worth? No, it's not, sis. I was like, I'm not about to sit here and argue with nobody. Sis, you work a 9-to-5 job with a 30-minute break and you get sent home 2 hours early. That's that. Like, I'm not understanding. Cardi B, I'm proud of her. I'm happy for her. Ooh, Jesus Christ. I'm proud. I'm happy for her. She's doing her thing. She's doing what needs to be done. But one thing that y'all can't say, one thing that y'all will never ever say or ever try to do is discredit Nicki for what she's done. I don't care if Cardi B gets 13 #1 hits and Nicki still has 0. Nicki Minaj has made a name for herself. Like, if Nicki Minaj were to retire right now, she has made a name for herself. Like, she doesn't need no explanation. She don't need, like, none of that is called for. She has really made a name for herself. Nicki Minaj has been doing it since, like, consistently, like, literally consistently. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of female rappers in the game that's good and they do their thing, but Nicki, squeeze me, woo, Nicki Minaj has been doing it for 10 years and nobody can ever discredit her on what she does. A lot of things that y'all point out, I've noticed a lot of other people do. Like, let's say Nicki Minaj rocking a pink wig. People will drag her, be like, why is she still rocking pink wigs? It's so last year. But somebody else will come out wearing a pink wig. They're like, oh my god, girl, it looks so cute. Like, I'm just, at this point, I'm just starting to figure out, like, I just really think y'all are, like, hating. Nicki Minaj still sells. They were saying, I will never forget what really made me happy. It was a bad comment, but it made me happy when Nicki Minaj had her Chun-Li, I think it's almost platinum. And, you know, they had announced that it was like, oh my god, it's like a few thousand more sales away from platinum. And somebody had commented and they was like, darn, I thought we got rid of this bitch. And I was like, oh, you thought you got rid of her, but you didn't. You didn't. And she's still here. And she's here to stay, honey. Nicki Minaj is here to stay. I don't care what anybody has to say. When Nicki first came back from her hiatus, a lot of people were saying, you know, they was bumping the Chun-Li and she was reposting it and she was like, she forgive them and blah, 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 blah. Me personally, the people she forgave, it was like 3 of them. I wouldn't forgive none of them. Joe Budden is one of them. I don't mess with him. He was trying to drag Nicki and, you know, trying to say, she, you know, this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, sis, y'all are really, you're really mad, or you're really dragging somebody who's better than you. Like, Nicki Minaj is up here. Here, let me say here. Joe Budden, down there. You can't even see him, can you? He's that far down. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to hate, but that's just my opinion. A lot of people that don't like Nicki Minaj, is not gonna, her fan base is so big. Like, it doesn't, like, her stuff is gonna sell. Her music is gonna chart. Like, she has the most entries on Billboard amongst women. She's the most successful female rapper of this century. She's the most paid female rapper ever on earth, past, present, and future. She has the most top 10s amongst female rappers. She writes her own lyrics. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with anybody else writing your lyrics, but to sit here and to actually write your own lyrics and, you know, for them to be good. And then she has a lot of haters, so apparently Nicki's doing something right. You know, I always say, you know, if you don't have haters, you ain't doing something right, sis. You know, if you know you ain't got people hating on you, you need to go the other direction. Nicki Minaj, in my eyes, will forever win. I've been a Nicki Minaj fan since I was in like I want to say sixth grade, 7th grade, one of them grades. I was a big Nicki Minaj fan. Here I am. I graduated 2 years ago. Still a big Nicki Minaj fan. For all of you haters, you know, thanks for the streams. Nicki's still doing her thing. She's still making music. Her album comes out August the 10th. I can't wait for it. I'm ready for it. More than ready for it. All these Nicki Minaj fans, I love you guys so much, Barbs and Kens, if those still exist. Nicki's still doing her thing. She's still gonna continue to win in my eyes. I want to speak on something, but I ain't even gonna speak on it. It's one person that irks my nerves. Like, one moment he's a Nicki fan, the next moment he's not, and he's dragging her. It's just like, you know, and that's something that I want to say. But I'm about to end this video right when I say this, okay? Right when I say this. Being a Nicki Minaj fan is knowing the truth. A lot of people say that, like, that's something wrong with the Barbs. Y'all never want to tell the truth and blah, 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 blah. It's a difference in telling the truth and dragging somebody. Telling the truth is saying, like, okay, Nicki, like, you know, what can I say? Like, somebody had said on one of her comments, they was like, you need to go back to this size. That's telling the truth. She was like, yeah, I am, before I go on tour. You know, that's telling the truth. And then you have other fans that, you know, they'll be like, you done got fattest, like, blah, 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 like, your ass is dropped, and, like, things like that. Like, it's such a difference. Like, me personally, I will never sit here and drag Nicki. I will say, if there's something I disagree with, I'll kindly approach it, be like, you know, this wasn't it. Other than other people, they're just like, sis, this was a flop. This, no, sis, you need to go back to this ain't the same Nicki. This, that, and the third. Like, no, sis, you're gone. You need, Cardi B took your spot. Things like that. You got, like, Nicki really have fans like that. Like, they have fan pages the way they will drag Nicki. Sis, you're not a fan. Like, you're not a fan. One moment you in, one moment you out. Sis, it's either or. And if you disagree on something that Nicki does, then kindly approach it. Or don't say nothing. Me personally, if I disagree with something, I don't say nothing at all. I just be like, you know, I'll, you know, just won't say nothing. But I'm not about to sit here and drag her. That's just me being a fan. That's just not me ass kissing everything she does. That's just being a true, legit fan. But that's all I gotta say. Anybody got a problem? Because I'm a big Nicki Minaj fan. But y'all, let me know. This is the longest video I've done in history. But let me know what you guys think down below, you guys. Nicki, she's here to stay. She is here to stay. Nicki Minaj is here. She's here to stay. Stay for the bed. Stay for the lid, like what, like wet, like bit, eat. Peace out, y'all. Peace, love, and happiness. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in my next video.
I can tell you where you wanna go. Spice up your life, spice up your life. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up.